Welcome. Welcome all participants. It is the actual beginning of our course, Advanced Research Methodology, Commerce, Week 1. Week 1 syllabus, we have already discussed about various dimensions of Week 1 syllabus, including Week 1 syllabus, including multiple regression, ANOVA, ANCOVA, MANOVA, etc. We already discussed about the various dimensions of Week 1 syllabus. Now we have to think about regression. Multiple regression is a topic included in Week 1 syllabus. We have to think about regression. Before discussing about various features of regression, we have to understand from the correlation level. That is very, very, very significant. Now, I may share my SPSS screen to you. Then you can understand. You should have got a hands-on training experience. I may share my SPSS screen to you. Then wait, share SPSS. This is my SPS screen. I understand that my screen is visible to you. Then first I may do here, how can you proceed with the correlation with the help of SPSS software. Then I may do the regression analysis with the help of SPSS software. Actually, there are certain assumptions to do correlation coefficient with the help of SPSS. Otherwise, through SPSS, certain assumptions, basic, necessary, mandatory assumption. Certainly, we may discuss about those mandatory, necessary assumptions in another class. Likewise, to start regression analysis, to conduct regression analysis, as part of that analysis, there are certain mandatory assumptions. If those mandatory assumptions are not met, you cannot do correlation. As we know, correlation is a parametric test. Basically, Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient is a parametric test, and Spearman correlation coefficient is a non-parametric test. Simple regression and multiple regressions are parametric tests. As you know, to start to conduct parametric tests, there are certain assumptions like normal distribution, no significant outliers, etc. You do not bother about it. We should have a thorough discussion about those assumptions in another class. Now, we may start with the correlation in SPSS. Then I may do the regression analysis with the help of SPSS software. Then we may discuss about the basic conditions, assumptions. First, correlation. As I think you can visible my screen, you can able to see my screen. The two windows in SPSS screen, first data view, second variable view. This variable view. Then first you have to identify the variable. As you know, correlation, especially Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient, is a parametric test. That means at least minimum two variables are needed. One variable is known as dependent variable, and another variable is known as independent variable. Dependent variable Y, independent variable X. Dependent variable is the effect, result. Independent variable is a reason, cause. For example, first we may do a Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient test with the help of two variables. One is advertisement expenditure, second is sales. Then first, advertisement expenditure, first variable. As I think you can see my screen, advertisement expenditure, first variable. Advertisement expenditure. Then second type, you need not type the, if you have typed advertisement expenditure in column number 1, all other column will automatically, you can see automatically all other column, you need not do anything else. Type, you do not with automatic auto filling. Then next, auto-filling, width, auto-filling, decimals, auto-filling, labels, label. Okay, label. You have to type the advertisement expenditure. My variable, first variable, I want to do a correlation coefficient exercise between advertising expenditure and sales. Then two variable, one variable is dependent, another is independent. Sales is a result. That means sale is the result is a dependent variable. Advertising expenditure is a reason, cause, that is known as independent variable. Then we want to calculate calculation correlation coefficient between sales and advertising expenditure. One is dependent variable and another is independent variable. Type the advertising expenditure. Advertisement expenditure. First variable. First you have to insert variable, then you have to give the data, then do the exercise. Then values auto-filling, then columns columns auto-filling or align auto-filling, then measure. It is very important. I have already told you to that Pearson correlation coefficient is a parameter test. Two variables minimum needed. One is independent variable. Second is dependent variable. There are certain conditions, mandatory, necessary condition. Certainly we have to think about the most important condition is that the two variables should be metric variable. That means you should measure independent variable and dependent variable with the help of either ratio scale or interval scale. That is known as metric variable. Both independent variable and dependent variable should be measured with the help of either ratio scale or interval scale. As we know, the four type of scale. First is nominal scale, second is ordinal scale, third is interval scale, last is ratio scale. What is your name? That is the example of nominal scale question. What is your rank in the class, your position in the class? That is example of ordinal scale. Then temperature of water. It is a famous example of interval scale question. Then your height, weight, salary, wages, profit, loss, expenditure. All those items are measured with the help of ratio scale. It is the most advanced scale. In SPS screen, you can only see three versions. First is scale, second is ordinal, then third is nominal. Here in SPSS screen, you have only three options as missing auto filling, then measure. You have to put scale, ordinal, nominal scale, ordinal scale. Ratio scale plus interval scale is classified as scale. That means scale may be ratio scale, interval scale. In SPSS, in actual practice, in theory, there are four types of scale. But as per SPSS terminology, there are only three scale. Then please select scale. Okay. Then next variable, sales. Sales is the next variable. Sales, all others are auto-filling. You have to only type label. Okay. Wait. Okay, here variable sales, then all other are auto filling. You have to only type labels. Okay, label I have typed. Then you have to select the scale. Scale means nominal, ordinal scale. To do correlation, data should be measured, data should be collected with the help of scale. That is very important. Then scale. Okay, then variable view is completed. Then data view. Then you can see the data view. Please insert data there. As you know, correlation coefficient, especially Carl Pearson correlation coefficient, is a parametric test. There is some relationship between covariance and correlation. Correlation is a special case of covariance and is obtained when the data are standardized. Then there is an English alphabet related with the correlation coefficient. That is R. R is the English alphabet related with the correlation coefficient. The value of correlation coefficient always lies between +1 and -1. If the value of correlation coefficient is 0, there is no correlation. If the value of correlation coefficient is +1, then perfect positive correlation. The value is -1, then perfect negative correlation. All we know, those are the theoretical framework, background, knowledge related with the correlation. Variance, what is variance? Standard deviation square, that is known as variance. Then, what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is one of the kind of measures of dispersion. It indicates how far the observed item from mean, that is standard deviation. Standard deviation square is known as variance. Then, what is the difference between variance and covariance? Variance gives information about variability of a single variable. Then covariance gives information on the degree to which two variables vary together. A correlation is a special case of covariance and is obtained when the data are standardized. That is the difference between covariance and correlation. Basically, correlation shows variance of two variables, gives information on the degree to which two variables vary together. Okay. Product moment correlation. Our correlation coefficient, our correlation is product moment correlation. Okay. Carl Pearson correlation, simple correlation, all are same. Actually, the correlation coefficient has no unit. Unitless is one of the features of correlation coefficient. Then how can you use correlation coefficient in your PhD thesis or writing articles? Prediction, you can use. Validity, you can use to check the validity. In another week, we will discuss about validity, internal validity, external validity. Likewise, reliability, internal reliability, external reliability, prediction, correlation can be applied in the areas like prediction, validity, reliability, theory verification, multiple regression is very, very important theory verification. Structural equation modeling is very, very important theory verification. Correlation does not mean causation. That is very, very important. Okay, then we may here SPS screen is there. Put the values, advertising expenditure, all are imaginary values. Then 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, then 1000. Okay, sales values 10,000, then 20,000, then 30,000, 40,000. All are imaginary values. 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, then 1 lakh. Okay. Then first we have typed a variable name, then insert the data, then do the correlation with the help of the menu. You can see here analyze menu, analyze, first file, then edit, then view, then data, then transform, then analyze, please type correlate, bivariate, correlate, bivariate. Okay. Then you have to insert. The screen shows, the screen asks you, please enter the variable name. In correlation, as we know, one variable is the independent variable, one variable is the dependent variable, but which variable is independent, which variable is independent, there is no special significance in correlation. But in regression, it is very, very important. Then please insert variables. First, advertising expenditure, Then second, sales. Then you can see already default option, Pearson. Okay. You can see option. You need not do anything. Continue. Okay. Then, okay, you will get the result. I may show you the result. Stop share. I may screen my share again to you. Again, share, result. Okay. This is the result screen. You are okay. Now you can see the result screen. Okay, then how can you interpret the result? Correlation coefficient. You know that in every test, first you have to write a hypothesis. Even if it is a non-parametric test, you have to write an hypothesis. In correlation coefficient, first hypothesis, null hypothesis, second hypothesis, alternate hypothesis, null hypothesis H0 dot, alternate hypothesis H1 dot. In correlation, null hypothesis, there is no correlation between dependent variable and independent variable. Alternate hypothesis, there is a correlation between dependent variable and independent variable. Here, first variable sales, second variable independent, first variable sales, second variable advertising expenditure. What is hypothesis? Null hypothesis. There is no correlation between sales and advertising expenditure. You have to write. Then before starting the test, you have to write. Before starting the data analysis, you have to write. Then alternative hypothesis. There is a correlation between sales and advertising expenditure. Then try to interpret it. Here you can see SIG values in every test in SPSS screen. You have to type the SIG value. Here SIG value 0.000. That means that value is less than, that value is known as P value. You have to write here P value is 0.000. That P value is less than 0.05. That is known as level of significance. That is a constant in every test. In every test, you have to type a constant value, level of significance, 5%, in decimal form, 0.05. Here, P value is less than 0.05. It is a common method, common criteria, common rule. If P value is less than 0.05, researchers can reject the null hypothesis. That is a common rule applicable to all tests, including structural equation modeling. Then you can reject the null hypothesis. Then if the null hypothesis is rejected, researcher can accept the alternative hypothesis. Then here researcher infers that there is a correlation between sales and advertising expenditure. Interpretation. Then another interpretation, Pearson correlation value, you can see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That means there is a perfect positive correlation between sales and advertising expenditure. The correlation is very strong, it is significant. There is a perfect positive correlation between sales and advertising expenditure. Okay, it is a discussion about correlation. Then we have to, I think, 4 classes needed. 4 or 5 classes needed. Then correlation, regression, then assumptions, interpretations, etc. Okay, it is a first class. Okay, thank you. I am Dr. Shivakumar, FCMA. I'm the coordinator of the course. I'm Assistant Professor Sri Nilakanta, Government Sanskrit College, Patambi, Palakkad, Kerala. I am also a fellow member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. I am an approved PhD grade of Commerce, Calicut University. Okay, thank you. Stop share.